I'm Jensen Healy, graduated in May with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Printmaking and Graphic Design. My thesis show is called The Year 3020, talking about a metaphorical future based on where we are now. So it talks about the socio-political polarizations in the United States and how that has been influenced from the information age and social media and how we utilize that, and how to bridge generational gaps for a more sustainable future. I think that a main point to my show is to see from another perspective and to really look into the media you're seeing and to go on both sides and really pay attention to the algorithms that's targeting you and the confirmation bias that you're going to receive again and again, to look on the other side, see what they're seeing, and put your own input on it and really develop your own opinion. I didn't want it to necessarily be a political show based on policies and the divide of like a Republican versus a Democrat. I more wanted it to be a social show of issues that are made political but really are just human rights and social degrees. It's definitely becoming more relevant. I didn't expect to have a show that would go up a month before a major election, and didn't expect to have a show during a worldwide pandemic either. But it really does just root back to the same idea of how divided we are as a society and how we can't push through such monumental factors like a pandemic or an election of two totally different individuals and two totally different parties, that we can't unite ourselves. We're not going to be able to move forward. I really wanted to focus on bridging generational gaps. It's a very rudimentary part of the whole thesis, is that bringing together people and understanding their sides. And now that we're all even more divided physically and not just like over media and socially, that it brings a whole new level of something that no one's ever experienced before, and now everyone for the first time is developing their own opinions and being forcibly separated from each other. It brings a whole new dimension. I think art it's always been political and it's always been controversial within itself, and I think that we have only moved further and further towards that, of like this just suppressing concept for such a long period of time, that artists, I think, are just gonna more take to the streets. And if we can't have nice gallery shows to put up work, I think that sort of art is gonna start dying out, that it's going to be out there in a political and controversial way, since that's the world around us. You know, art reflects life. So I think it's going to start to get more tactile, more controversial, just reflecting the world that's around us.
My name is Alice Roding. I am a printmaker, and I just graduated from Xavier with a BFA in printmaking and drawing, and had the opportunity to present my solo show, even though it was supposed to happen in the spring, but with the pandemic and everything that happened this summer, we had to push it back a little bit. This has been what I've been working on for about 2 years or so now. It was sort of an amalgamation of a lot of different things. I had the opportunity to go on the Rome trip. While we were in Rome, we got to see an exhibition of contemporary artists that we're all doing a lot of installation, really immersive artwork. It was presented in such a way that I felt like I had never seen before, and was really kind of moving to me. And I started to think, like, I wonder if I can try to incorporate some aspect of installation in my thesis. That following fall, I was taking a theology class, and we were talking a lot about climate change and the sort of existential threat that it's posing to humanity and, every other species living on this earth. And it started to really become a concern and a passion of mine to talk about and to try to inform other people about. So with that, I kind of brought those two things together to try to talk about climate change in a way that was immersive and a little bit overwhelming and maybe a little bit scary, and also very personalized. So what I would do is I would go through my own photographs from travels or from being at home or whatever it was, and would pull out specific parts from the photograph of natural elements. So it would be grass or the sky or some plant or animal or something. And I would choose one specific color from that natural element, and then that's the color that I would print. So then I would mix the ink and then screen print the color. And so there are 779 individual squares here that are all drawn from different personal experiences that I've had involving nature and being surrounded by nature. All these reflective drawings on the wall, they are featuring different endangered and threatened plants and animal species that are local to the Midwest. So again, bringing that personal element into it, that these are things that are around us here in Cincinnati, in the Midwest on a broader scale, that are seriously being threatened from climate change. So this is, in a way, a lot about nature in my life, but I hope that can project onto other people and they can have a similar experience of reflection that I did, throughout creating the show. The other thing that I hope people take away is that they see that humans are directly impacting the natural world. So as people are coming in and have been coming in for the past couple weeks, they're leaving footprints, they're leaving dirt, they're scratching up the floor, they're peeling up the squares that have been put down. Whether they're meaning to or not, they're having a direct impact on degrading the beauty that I'm trying to present here. I hope that they take note of, I'm here, I'm present in this world with everybody else. I have an impact on how all these plants and animals survive or don't survive. So yeah, I think that would be the other thing that I would hope people take away, and then in turn would want to take action or do something in their own lives to change or help in some way.